The Tampa Bay Buccaneer Cheerleaders Making the Crew is sponsored by Mid-Florida, your community credit union.
This week on Making the Crew.
Tara walked into the room, came on the stage, and immediately when she walked in, I knew that something wasn't right. I could just tell by her demeanor and her facial features and her body language.
I had one of my alumni staff and my assistant with me, and they didn't know that I was struggling with the decision. I really didn't let anyone know that I didn't have to, and they had no idea. So when I announced it to the candidates, they both looked at me like, what? What are we supposed? This is off the tracks. Tara's off the rails. What's going on?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers Cheerleaders Making the Crew.
Day one of training camp, we invite the candidates back to One Buccaneer Place, and we do a dance workshop. So I have 3 judges with me that are trained professional dancers, and we just kind of break down the basic skills you'll need for the field a little bit more. So we line them all up and have them go across the floor. They perform the routine they learned on Sunday, and then they do a series of kicks and turns and leaps. Welcome to training camp. Congratulations again on making it this far. You've met our fearless alumni, Antasia and Corey. So tonight is all about dance. These are my friends and judges. Officially friends, 3 years now. And they're experts. It's tough too because some people just don't have the personality that you need to have. You know what I mean? And that's just, it also translates to their dancing, you know? Even narrowing it from the 100 down to the 52 was really difficult. I'm losing sleep about that one. Does anyone have an absolute no? See you ladies in a little bit. Nice job. Thank you. First day, we test them on their dance skills, and then they learn another routine that they'll perform at finals. And 5 and 6 and 7, here you go. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, hop, 6 and 7 and beyond 3 on 1, 2 left, 3 hit, 4, 5, 6 hop, 7 and 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 funky, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 flat back on 1, 2 shake it, 3, 4 push right, left, double it up in a 1, sit 2, a 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7 scoot left. Day 2, they come in for their formal interview where they tell us a little bit about their off-the-field accomplishments as well as go through just a basic interview with 4 of my colleagues, which is great.
I get the most nervous for business interviews just because there's 7 judges and they're all in upper management. And yes, this is the part that you get to showcase your personality and who you are and what you're about, not just on the outside, but who you are on the inside.
I am from Denver, Colorado originally, but am a Tampa Bay resident now as of 2014. That's when I decided to pursue my dream to become an NFL cheerleader. So I auditioned with this amazing organization. I've been with you guys for the past 2 seasons. Hopefully 3rd.
Interviews never get easier, never, because there's almost an expectation that is set for you, especially going in as a potential 3rd-year vet. So the questions that are asked are a little bit more intense, I guess you could say, kind of puts you on the spot.
And I could not be more humbled and excited for this opportunity that you have given me today, so thank you very much.
On that day, we also photographed them in our game day uniforms.
The photo shoot is, for me, really fun during training camp because we've already given our uniforms back. So to be handed your uniform back, to be able to go take a photo again, just feels very comfortable. Photos are never something that's a complete comfort zone of mine because it's for us, or for me personally, I'm always overcoming, I guess, just personal insecurities. You kind of feel like people are just staring at you, which we are, you know. I look at the women getting their photos taken like, man, she looks great. I hope I look that good in front of the camera.
On that day, we also photograph them in our game day uniform, and then they have a fitness test.
As Tara says, it's pretty manageable fitness, but it's definitely there to challenge you. She says manageable, but I was dying. It was hard. It was pretty hard. We had to do 1 minute of push-ups, which means if it's a set time, you're doing as many as you can do. So it's not just like a laid back, like lackadaisical. No, you're like hammering out these push-ups. We had sit-ups, so as many sit-ups as you could do in a minute. Also, there was a plank hold. That wasn't for time, that was just as long as you could go, and the max time was 6 minutes. Yeah, that was hard.
Come on, 10 seconds. Come on, ladies. Come on, ladies, 10 seconds. Good job, all right.
I love Tanner. Love-hate though. Love-hate relationship because he's amazing. He knows what he's doing. He works this out. But at the same time, it's like when you have someone kicking your butt all the time, you're like, wow, I hate you, but I love you at the same time. So it's definitely a love-hate relationship with Tanner, but we love him.
So during fitness, we do a minute timed exercises with a buddy. So we did sit-ups, we did push-ups, we did a plank hold, which really was rough because at about 2 minutes and 35 seconds, I think is when I tapped out, and I was really proud of myself until I looked down and saw my other teammates planking for 6 minutes. So that's an eye-opener. And then we also did some sprints. We did several shuffles down the field. So I think a lot of people think it's just all aesthetics, that we need to be fit to look great in the uniform, which is true to an extent. However, 4 hours dancing is a tremendous amount of time to dance, and that puts your body through a lot. And it's not even just 4 hours dancing. We have an hour-long field rehearsal an hour before, and then you're putting up with the heat. So for us, it's really more just getting your endurance up and getting your body acclimated to dancing and being stressed in the heat, because a lot of other places wouldn't have to deal with that like we do. I think that's why fitness is really a big part of what we do, not just to make us look great, but so that we're healthy and that we're able to withstand everything that we would do on a game day.
All right, good afternoon and welcome to finals. We are all excited. I'm very, very honored and humbled that we had such an amazing turnout of talent this season. You all are educated, beautiful, and again, such talented women that it truly is such an honor and really humbling that you want to be a part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers cheerleaders. So today, I want us all to breathe. I've lost some sleep this week. I'm sure you have as well, but this is what we do best. Yes, this is our passion, this is our love. So just dance with your heart and enjoy it as much as you possibly can.
Going into finals, I felt pretty confident. I think that, again, going in as my potential third year, I danced as hard as I could. I took all the corrections that have been given to me in the past from Tara in the past 2 seasons, and I wanted to apply that to auditions.
I felt really great. I felt good. I was really excited because, like we talked about before, the talent was just tremendous. So the day of finals is really when both groups of women come together. So there's a lot of people that are coming out of the woodworks that we didn't get to see during training camp. So it's kind of eye-opening, like, man, where did that woman come from?
So our judges, we had the original coach and choreographer. We had a woman that was a part of the team in the 80s, in the 90s, and then we also had one of the women that performed with us in 2013, and she now choreographs for the Lightning Girls. So it was really great to bring them all back and have them just bring us something a little different to the table. Each one of them saw something in the candidates that I didn't see, which they were very helpful. And they were all really understanding of the situation I had been in, that I was in, because they had all in some way coached. So that was good. We debated for a little bit, and there was again still no sign of clarity for me. I was still hung up on a couple of candidates, and I wasn't ready to make that final decision yet. So I had made the final decision for me that I was going to take additional time. So at that point, I thanked the judges for their time, and I went to tell the potential candidates that I needed to extend the audition process for an additional week.
And Tara walked into the room, came on the stage, and immediately when she walked in, I knew that something wasn't right. I could just tell by her demeanor and her facial features and her body language. And so I kind of had a little gut drop feeling. And then when she announced to the room that she wasn't prepared to pick a team that day, it just was a weird energy.
I am not prepared to select a squad right now. I need to take a minute and really think about what's going to happen for next season. I felt uneasy. I felt like I was going to disappoint them because I know that they just wanted to know one way or the other.
You could tell she was torn apart. It really tore at her heart. You have no idea. We were terrified.
I just wanted to get in and out, and I had marked down a couple notes of what I knew that I needed to say, and I really didn't want to make eye contact. I wanted to be short and sweet. I wanted to get up there, I wanted to say what I had to say, and I wanted to be done with it. So I remember feeling very anxious and just walking in, congratulating them on what they've accomplished, how great their day was, because they did perform really, really wonderfully, and that I had absolutely nothing to do with them. It just had to do with me needing additional time.
I was fine before, but definitely getting a lot more nervous. Yeah.
How are you guys feeling?
Rattled? I think rattled is a really good
Speechless? I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely unexpected.
Yeah. I feel like that's never happened.
She's usually very definite with what she wants. So to know that she's wavering is a little unnerving. 100% unnerving.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, well, it just makes me really nervous, but I'm just gonna hope for the best. That's all you can keep doing. I'm gonna go home, watch a movie, and try and take my mind off the fact that I want to cry. I'm so nervous. I'm gonna laugh through it for sure.
I feel anxious, excited, nervous, a lot of emotions right now. So
It's probably something you weren't expecting, right?
definitely not. So
What are you going to do tonight?
I'm gonna eat something.
That was honestly a very surprising outcome, but I'm excited for Monday and still gonna be nervous all weekend.
It was definitely a surprise, but she's got to do what she's got to do to select the best squad, so I'm willing to wait.
I think that just means that the competition was really high, which is good and bad. So it's 2 more days that we have to wait. But all in all, I feel like everything went really well, so I'm just excited to be here.
I'm really nervous, but a little bit excited just to see what happens. And it'll definitely be a different atmosphere because I guess when you find out if you make the team, you'll be alone. You won't be with everybody else. So it's going to be different, and I'm nervous.
Tara is a very decisive person. That's just who she is. She knows what she wants. She knows what she wants out of her team. So the fact that she didn't have a decision was very shocking.
I think everybody was just speechless, honestly. Based off of the talent that I saw, I wasn't able to decide who would have picked a team that day either. So, you know, I feel for her, and I think that she's wanting to do what's best for our team and our organization, and if she needs to take a minute and think about it, I think that was probably the best thing she could have done.
The day is over, the dust had settled, and we had decided on 30 members of the team. Kristen, I wanted to call you and congratulate you on making the team this season.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You did it! Right. I told them that I'd be giving them a call Monday morning and letting them know if they made the team or not. And I woke up bright and early and started making calls about 8:30 because I was just excited as they were. I just wanted them to know because I know that they were just anxiously waiting. So I called each member of the team individually, congratulated them, and invited them to a orientation/team celebration that happened the following day. Welcome, you made the team for 2016. Yes. It is a very exciting evening for everybody. There are many women in this room that this was not their first time auditioning, and they were resilient and they tried and here they are. We have a 4th generation cheerleader in the room. We have returning 3-year vets. We just have a wonderful, wonderful team, and it is going to be an excellent year for us.
We made the crew!
I am really looking forward to the excitement at Raymond James Stadium. We have brand new video boards and a brand new sound system. And I know that I keep bringing it up, but it is so great for a dancer. The way you hear the music makes all the difference in the world. And the way that the audience is going to be able to interpret the dances is going to be on another level.
We have been doing a renovation at Raymond James Stadium. They have put in, I think it is a 9,600 square foot HD scoreboard. Real deal stuff. So that's going to be really exciting. They've been putting in other scoreboards as well. So having that as an added element to our game day, it makes things like 10 times more exciting because it's just new and fun, and yeah, I cannot wait.
There are so many new exciting changes at Raymond James Stadium, so we built the Raymond James Stadium experience so you could see firsthand the all-new video boards, the luxury suites, and of course, my personal favorite, you can see yours truly and Jameis Winston take you on a virtual reality tour of the field and the all-new, all-inclusive Hall of Fame Club.
We've been looking at different opportunities here to showcase our great renovation project that we have over Raymond James Stadium. And we thought the best way to do that would be to do it here at One Buck Place, utilize this beautiful facility.
And this segment for the season is already buzzing, but to hear about all the new things that are going on, we just couldn't wait. And everybody keeps asking, have you seen the new screen, And we had to say no. Yeah. But now I can say I've practically been there.
We've got an interactive screen where fans can go and they can touch through and see their view from the seat, but they can see the before and after of what the experience is going to look like.
I was very curious, so I just wanted to come and see it for myself because I was wondering, is it going to be done by the time the season starts? Because every time I drive by, it doesn't look like it's done.
It was great, especially looking at the big screens on either end and the 4 in the corners. That's spectacular.
Hey, it's me, Jameis Winston, quarterback for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
We also have one of our crown jewels, which is our virtual reality component.
Well, what do you think? It's something else, isn't it?
We've got Jameis Winston giving fans a virtual tour of what it's like on game day.
We'll have the most exciting game day experience in the NFL.
I was kind of overwhelmed at first. I saw Jameis standing there, so it was just kind of like, whoa. And then they said, you can turn around and look. And so I started turning around and I'm looking at everything and I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Like I was right there on the field.
It really puts you there. That's a nice thing.
The feedback's been tremendous. I mean, it's neat to see people's reactions when they come in here and they get wowed by that virtual environment. And we're the first NFL team to actually offer the technology of stitching the live video with a self-guided tour.
My wife and I decided to become season pass holders actually the last year of the Oaks Umbrella. From where we've come in 20 years, you just really have to admire just what the organization have done to just really stay on the cutting edge. And as a long-term season ticket holder, I really appreciate that.
All of those elements I think is really going to raise the bar for our game day entertainment. And I'm hoping people notice because we sure do. And people within our organization know we have one of the best game days. So I'm excited that hopefully with the added bells and whistles, people start to take notice.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneer Cheerleaders Making the Crew is sponsored by Mid-Florida, your community credit union.